What's up, Warlord Squad? My name is Anime Warlord, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the first of many parts of everything that I collected in 2021. Now, I would normally have everything that I collected in 2021 on my desk here, but I was trying to put everything out on my desk, and I just discovered, oh my god, I don't have enough room. That's because I believe I collected a lot more stuff in 2021 than I did in 2020. So, without any further ado, let's begin because we have a lot of ground to cover. I'm going to start off with the entertainment, I'm going to start off with the movies and the television stuff and the music. Then part 2, we'll focus on the anime and the manga and the video games, and we will see where we'll go from there. So, let's begin. Okay, so kicking things off is the Bad Boys 1 and 2 double pack. Can't wait to collect the third one, and I cannot wait to see the fourth one whenever that comes out. Bill and Ted Face the Music, the only movie from the 2020s that I have collected, and this one was given to me by my very good friend, the Metal Maniac, because he got this for me for my 24th birthday, so thanks, man. Alright, here's some movies from the 2010s I managed to collect. Dino Shark and Sharktopus. Don't ask. Iron Man 3, I already have Iron Man's 1 and 2, so now this completes the Iron Man trilogy for the MCU. Woo! And the final film that I collected from the 2010s, It. Oh yeah, I still need to collect It Chapter 2, and I probably will this year. Alright, now on to the movies from the 2000s. Sky High, childhood classic. This was My Hero Academia before My Hero Academia was a thing. The 40-year-old version. This is the unrated version. And it says, now lasts 17 minutes longer. Here's another unrated movie, Bad Santa, or as it's called, Badder Santa. The Chronicles of Riddick. Terminator 3. Eight Mile. Not the biggest fan of rap in the world, but I do love me some Eminem, man. Monsters, Inc. Classic Pixar 2000s nostalgia right here. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I remember seeing this many years ago as a kid, and I rewatched it as an adult. I'm like, oh yeah, this still brings back a lot of nostalgia. But how do I feel it nowadays? Well, when I do a Thomas ranking, you'll see. Night of the Museum with a really badass holographic cover. Very nice. Shrek 2. Still need to collect the other 3. The Simpsons movie. School of Rock. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Beowulf and Grendel. X-Men The Last Stand. Kind of underrated if you ask me. The Princess and the Frog. Finding Nemo. The Incredible Hulk. And finally for the 2000s movies, Stan Lee Presents Mosaic. Got this in a mystery bag at Anime Midwest. Alright, here's the next pile. This next pile consists of movies from the 1990s, 80s, and 70s. Alright, here we go. Kicking things off is a good old classic, The Lion King. Glad that I finally own this, and I cannot wait to collect the other 2. The Mask, good old classic Jim Carrey movie right here, and I may be a completionist, but there is no way in hell I am collecting Son of the Mask. Guarantee you that right fucking now. Jumanji, Robin Williams. Love this movie. Can't wait to get the replica someday in the near future. Billy Madison. This is also another really good movie with Adam Sandler. Tommy Boy. I've always wanted this in my movie collection for a really long time, and now I finally got it. Fat Guy in a Little Coat. Liar, Liar, Jim Carrey. Another good one. Hook with Robin Williams. This is one of my favorite Peter Pan movies and one of my favorite Robin Williams movies of all time. Toy Story 1 and 2. Don't ask me why it took me so long to get Toy Story 1 and 2 in my collection. Just be glad that I finally got those two. And I can't wait to collect the other two as well. Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4. And this also consists of a behind-the-scenes DVD right there. Very nice. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Big, Tom Hanks. Love this movie. I forgot when I saw it, but I do remember loving it. Big Trouble in Little China. My mom and dad are very fond of this movie, and so am I. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, my favorite 80s movie of all time. The first Terminator movie. That's the last movie from the 1980s that I have in this pile. And now I have a couple of 70s nostalgia. The first Jaws. Here's a classic, Carrie. And finally, Scooby-Doo Goes Hollywood. Okay, now onto the television stuff. Kicking things off is the George Carlin collection. Dude, this guy right here is my favorite stand-up comedian of all time. And the first time I heard the name George Carlin was when I was a kid, because I remember watching the old TV series of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, and he was the narrator for seasons 1 to 4. And oh my god, I have like a lot of nostalgia with him as the narrator. To me, in my personal opinion, he's the greatest narrator for Thomas and Friends, without a doubt. And this collection consists of a couple of stand-up specials and one compilation. The stand-up specials include On Location with George Carlin from the University of Southern California in 1977, George Carlin again at Phoenix, Arizona, Carlin at Carnegie from 1982, Carlin on Campus from the University of California, Los Angeles in 1984, and the compilation, George Carlin Personal Favorites, ranging from 1977 to 1990. And I only have one little problem with this collection. The third stand-up special, Carlin at Carnegie. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a great special. I laughed out loud with it, but it's not in there. Yeah, so I'm going to have to, find a new one online. So the stand-up special is in there. And I cannot wait to collect the rest, because George Carlin is absolutely legendary, and his legacy will live on. Next is the Abbott and Costello Show. I haven't seen any Abbott and Costello in quite a while, so looking forward to checking this out. Scooby-Doo Winter Wonder Dog. Spider-Man The Venom Saga. Max Fleischer's Superman. Now, this right here is the cartoon that honestly got me into the character and Superman as a whole. Dude. This right here will blow your mind. For a 1940s cartoon, it will blow your damn mind, dude. Without a doubt. And finally, I have the complete original series for Transformers. Transformers 1984. More than meets the eye. I can't wait to collect some more Transformer-related things. I can't wait to collect the other animated series and the animes and you name it. I'm a really big Transformers fan. And that's not changing anytime soon. And now we focus on the music. All right, guys, to conclude part one is the music. So we got random bands to kick things off, and then it's going to go into collections. First up is Tarat, The Spell of Iron. All the Hell, The Underworld Regime. Entombed. This album is Left Hand Path. Chastain, The Voice of the Cult. Megadeth, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good, The Final Kill. Immortal, Northern Chaos Gods. Galacticon 2, Become the Storm. This was made by Brendan Small, a.k.a. same guy who made Death Clock. Iced Earth's Horror Show. Killers Murder 1. Paul Di'Anno's Battlezone, Children of Madness. Heart Racer by Elm Street. LMFAO, Sorry for Party Rockin'. Manowar Battle Hymns. Japanese import, by the way. Death Clock's Death Album 3. Can't wait to collect the other ones. Tempo of the Damned by Exodus. Generation Antichrist by Onslaught. King Diamond's Abigail. Gloryhammer Space 1992, Rise of the Chaos Wizard. Savageland, Gruesome. Power Metal by Pantera. Obituaries, Cause of Death. Rainbow. And finally, The Who, Who's Next? My favorite Who album of all time. Okay, now on to pile number 2. All right, for starters, we have the complete TV soundtrack to the anime Deers. If you guys want a funny, raunchy anime, then I highly recommend that you check this one out. It's an anime that needs to be seen in a much bigger light, that's for sure. Next up, we have what I believe is the entirety of the Please Teacher soundtrack. This one, I strongly believe, is the complete soundtrack for the anime. This one, I have no idea what it is. And this one is what I like to call the vocal soundtrack, because this was songs written by Kotoko and some other artists who did their vocals for Onegai Teacher. All right, next we have some Wasp albums here. This one is Eldorado. This one's The Headless Children. And The Last Command. Going over to some Blitzkrieg stuff now. We have The Mists of Avalon. And A Time of Chances. Going over to Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. And Born Again. And now we have lots and lots and lots and lots of Cannibal Corpse. Right over here. All right, for starters, we have Eva's Creation Plague. Torture. A Skeletal Domain, Gore Obsessed, and finally, the Wretched Spawn. Got some Judas Priest. We have the Angel of Retribution. And last but most certainly not least, we have Defenders of the Faith. We got 2 albums by Possessed. We have Beyond the Gates and 7 Churches. Next up, we have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of Slayer albums coming up. Here they are right here. We have The World Painted Blood. We have Hell Awaits. This one is, right. Seasons in the Abyss. And finally, last but most certainly not least, South of Heaven. Got a couple of Dragon Force here. I was about to say Racing into Infinity, but I'm like, wait, no, that's not it. This one is Maximum Overload, Repowered Within, and Extreme Power Metal. All right, next up, we got some albums from the band Death, Leprosy, Spiritual Healing, Individual Thought Patterns, Human. Now we go on to Dio. This is a live album. Killing the Dragon, Lock Up the Wolves, Strange Highways, Magica, and finally, Angry Machines. And the last 2 CDs for pile number 2 are Anthrax Stuff. This one is Spreading the Disease for 30 Years. Ooh, sounds kind of sus, doesn't it? And finally, The State of Euphoria. All right, you guys, so that was everything that I collected in 2021, part 1. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for everything that I collected in 2021, part 2.